Thanks, Eamon, and it's a good place to start. Thanks for all the presentations. I was struck in your presentation, Bernard, about the algorithms acting as vectors of harmful content, reinforcing and amplifying of content that is harmful and so on, and you make a call to pay more attention to recommender systems, and we spoke about this in the earlier session. Would you support the banning of targeting of children with recommender algorithms?
Absolutely, Paul. I think it's really important. When you're starting to look at particular types of information, when you start to feel, that you're in a particular vulnerable place, and you start to look at information, and you're now overloaded with information, whether it's kind of suicidal, whether it's mental health, whether it's, you're not worthy, and you're looking at all this kind of anti-negative perpetrated information, and there's no filter, there's no turn off. It's in your room, it's in your home. It's not, if it was on the street, there would be some type of safeguard and some type of protection if it's in schools. But because it's online, there's no safeguard, there's no protection. So I would say that, it's not only about filtering through, but it's actually banning, ensuring that children are absolutely safeguarded, protected, and that screening is not even sufficient enough.
Thanks a lot. And then also to belong to, you raised many of the same points about, people being force-fed, anti-LGBTQ, racist, far-right, pro-eating disorder content because it works for the tech giants. And then you have the added issue in terms of AI and the algorithms effectively outing people without the intent of AI to do it, in the sense that AI doesn't have intent. Similarly, is that something you've considered, the question of, I think you raise people being able to opt out of recommender algorithms, but should they not be off by default?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
I suppose having the option to turn them on and off is kind of minimum viable option. Having them turned off fully is the ideal.
Thanks a lot. And just because it came up a little bit earlier, it's possible to have social media without these algorithms. It's possible for people to choose themselves what they want. We don't have to have this fed to people. They don't want to do it because this is the magic that enables them to keep people's attention, then to sell more ads, etc. But it's driven by profit. It isn't driven by providing a good social media experience for people who signed up to Facebook to keep in track with their school friends, or today signing up for TikTok to follow things or whatever. It is possible to have social media without being driven by these algorithms. I don't know, would Cyber Safe Kids want to comment on the... Yeah, sorry.
They're designed for engagement entirely, as are AI chatbots. So the idea is just to keep you on, keep you consuming, but it is very insidious. So what we would say is there isn't a safe or safer alternative for children. You need to just not use a system of tracking and profiling children and looking at their kind of behavioural signals and then determining what's going to engage them based on that. It should be entirely based on explicitly stated interests and opt-in. So I think the model is entirely inappropriate for children, and we're just rolling this stuff out without the checks and balances. We're considering innovation, we're considering privacy to some degree, we're not considering safety. So the model is just wrong.
Thanks a lot.